Hey everybody, I'm back with another Leaflit video. They never learn. Curious to see what's happening here, but before I hop into it, don't forget to follow Leaflit's channel as well as check out my YouTube and Twitch channel as I stream games, react to videos, and review content for you guys. Yeah, always like Leaflit stuff, and I've been getting a lot of love from you guys. Recently. Thank you for all the commenters who been enjoying my takes and, of course, sharing my love for Leaflit's videos. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Making sure. Okay. Sorry, just had to double check stuff.
Okay, we're gonna look at the Concord 4 video by Asmongold TV over here. This is Concord 4.
Is this Concord 3 or 4? Wait a minute. This Horizon game is
So
back.
Concord 2, everyone says that, what was it? The one with the walls and the horses and the flying high guard. They're saying that was Concord 2.
Wait, Concord 4 is coming out? Jeff Keighley made a tweet about this. Uh-oh.
From the ashes of the old world
Okay.
came machines. For ages, they were the guardians
Okay.
of the natural world. And they turned against us. Now, they're getting deadlier.
Uh-huh.
Robot tigers. This is Voltron.
That's scary, wow.
Zoids. Beast Wars.
All across the land.
That's Concord. Yeah, it's Concord.
It took me a minute to remember because I played the Horizon Zero Dawn games. I think I liked the first one way better before things just got, before they messed up Aloy's parents trying to give her that thick jawline for some dog reason, giving her some kind of lesbian relationship for no reason. It's just, I don't know. It was fine in the first game. It was perfectly fine. But I remember this guy from there who started off coming across kind of like an a-hole, but became like a good person over time.
Nobody wants to look like this.
Mm-hmm.
People already look like this in real life.
Yep. True.
He looks like something Steve Bloom would voice. He has that Steve Bloom type of vibe.
Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're doing? Is it like the characters looking hot makes them feel bad, so they just make it look like them so that they feel less bad? Is that what it is? That's weird.
Yeah, that's the weirdness of it all. Because it's almost always the Western games that is, getting certain people involved or listening to certain people into thinking that's the way to go, or that's the majority, asking for this. And those who put up a fuss are the ones that's in the wrong. Like we're being bigoted, but by saying that there is too much of a certain thing that none of us ask for or want to see in our video games. It's kind of like making Laura Croft like a muscle-bound, dude-bro kind of vibe. Instead of being like a slender, attractive woman, Aloy giving her like the full jaw. You've seen like the images. Like clearly they made some alterations for the sake of like body positivity. This is like super obsessed with it. It's usually people behind the scenes is like pushing this narrative. A lot of them fully admit it. Whether it's on video or social media, they fully admit there's like a particular agenda they are pushing on purpose. Because they don't care about the story. They got to make sure that certain people feel seen, which is kind of annoying.
Like, it's weird. I don't know why you do that. Yeah, I mean, you just play it, right? Like, if you feel bad about yourself, you just, like, you can play games and forget about it. You can forget about how ugly you are, you know? Forget all about that. You can, like, play a game and, you know, be immersed in that world and stuff. It's like, one of the best things about games, honestly. So, why would you do this? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is
That's why
bad.
our leader gave me this command.
Okay, she looks cute.
Right.
Okay, it's probably the first time in a long time we actually got a good-looking Aloy.
To fight.
So it's Horizon.
And to do that,
Oh shoot.
So, why would you do this? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is
that's why
bad.
our leader.
Yeah, it's probably like the first time in a long time that we got. Even though this kind of looks, people make a joke that it looks like a mobile game. To me, I get Hearthstone vibes. This is not Horizon Zero Dawn outside of these two particular characters. I like the idea of Aloy. I was like super invested in Aloy when in the first game until they made all these unnecessary alterations to her character just to put some kind of, like, you know, female empowerment, body positivity crap. It just let the characters just be and find the audience, which she initially did, and now it's kind of like people are making fun of her because of the weird changes to her appearance, because certain girls wasn't feeling all too well because they can't fit the Aloy costume because they are a particular size. Instead of like looking inward and making necessary changes of oneself, they thinking like, oh, we'll just alter reality to suit our needs, so we don't have to put in the effort ourselves because we're lazy. It's weird thought processes. And I really do like Aloy. I thought she was a kind of a cool original character, but then they mucked her up. She didn't have that enough time in the sun before. At least with Lara Croft, she'd been around for so long, you know, that hurts in a different way. But at least before they started mucking with her, trying to fix what ain't broken, at least she had generations of time in the sun. Aloy, by comparison, is still like a toddler of a video game character that has an audience but isn't like a staple in video game history just yet. But they already messed with her and like probably turn off some fans in the process. In my
This
opinion.
command.
Okay, she looks cute.
Right.
We have to fight.
So it's Horizon.
And to do that, we need a team.
Oh, jeez.
Soldiers.
He looks cool though, to be honest.
Is there any gameplay or not?
Always hold the line.
Although he kind of looks like a homeless person a little bit, you know.
You know who
Must
he
be
looks
real.
like? He looks like Cornel West. He does.
And mercenary.
You know, I was more so leaning towards Samuel Jackson in Unbreakable slash Glass. And this is the biggest, no pun intended, or pun intended, issue. It's like, how much crap can we put on this character to try to reach the super niche market as possible? Or how can I put myself in these things because I'm super heavy and I got every color imaginable in my hair and I can, you know, feel like a badass and, you know, that I can't be in real life. It's like it screams like, how can I make this as less enjoyable for the masses and make them as miserable as I feel as possible? Gee, I don't know. How about we make a character that fits this little particular look? Make it as super unappealing as possible and talk down to people who can probably kick her ass.
Oh no! Is this a game or an ice protest? Oh my god!
True!
Why does anybody want this?
True.
Oh no!
Okay, guys, but here.
It's like a hat on a hat on a hat. It's like, pick a struggle. Okay? Look, if you want a heavyset character compared to other characters who are not, hey, typically it's no big deal. No pun intended. But then the hair, I think I noticed like those, enlarged earlobe hoop things. It's just like, come on.
Hear me out, chat. Wouldn't it be fun though if you played it as okay? I can fix this. I can actually, me as a game designer, I can fix this.
And honestly, the animation is not helping either. Just be fair. Even aside from all this, right out the gate, I'm not a huge fan of this graphic style. It does not make any character flattering.
Really, like you might think, wow, if there's no way you can fix this problem, I can fix it. No, I can. Imagine if her gameplay was she ran around like that, like all big, like big and chunky, like boom, 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 boom. But then you could roll and run.
You know, it reminds me of a Family Guy skit where Stewie follows around fat people with a tuba and goes dun 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 dun. That's what the sound should be every time she moves. As sensitive as that sounds, that's all I'm thinking about is that Family Guy skit. That is like just really funny.
Enemy's over. That'd be kind of fun, right? And then she like bounced around like a ball, like physics like dash thing. Yeah. Okay. Now imagine if her hammer had a rocket on it. Okay. So she has a rocket hammer, right? And what she does is she activates the rocket hammer to like spin faster and faster and faster, and then she rolls out on people. And that was like her whole gameplay. It was like a physics based like thing, and you would like have to bounce off of stuff to like deal damage. Then it'd be kind of fun, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like Wrecking Ball. Exactly. Katamari Damacy. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, like Choji. Right, like Choji. Yeah.
Who is this for?
Yeah, she named it like Choji from Naruto. Yeah. This is a perfect examples of heavyset people in pop culture. Like there's like Bouncing Boy from DC Comics, Choji from Naruto. There's plenty.
And mercenaries.
Despite the jokes, that's not really the issue. Wait a minute. Is that a peg leg? Oh my god, did you make her paraplegic too? God dog it. How many, tick boxes do you need to just lay into one character? Like, my goodness. Tell us you're woke without telling us you're woke. Just please. But yeah, there's plenty of overweight people in pop culture that actually are pretty cool. If you prioritize story and character building, then you can kind of offset that quote unquote weakness to make it a strength, because everything else is working so well. Choji probably wouldn't be as popular in Naruto if the only thing about him was the fact that he's just fat and nothing else is appealing. But once any Naruto fan would know right off the top of Choji's past. Yes, he was made fun of because of his weight, but he found a kinship with Shikamaru, who wasn't below him because of his size. And they became the best of friends. Yeah, he's become protective of. He's pretty much like, in a way, become like Shikamaru's not only best friend but protector. When anybody's like trying to put him down, it makes him, like, no pun intended, well-rounded. It was more to Choji than meets the potato chip. But You're not getting it off the bat with this character. As a matter of fact, you remember how Choji uses his ninjutsu? Yeah, sure. He enlarges himself, but he does it in such unique ways. It's so cool. Like the spiky ball jutsu. Like he actually used his weight to his advantage to crush fools with spikes. It's so dope. But made by these people, it would be insensitive. It probably wouldn't even go off the shelves. We gotta not talk about it at all, or not address the elephant in the room, because body positivity. It's like, oh
My God.
Now then.
Wait.
Okay, see, that's not as funny.
Oh my
That's not
God.
funny.
Now then.
So it might look cool, but it's not really, because it's just a bubble force field, and then she like ran into them. She needs to roll. She needs to actually roll. You know what I mean? Like roll around, right? Like a bowling ball. Then it would be funny, but it would be great. But this is not how you do it, right? This is not it. This is not it.
Wait. Does she not have a leg?
Wait, what?
Of course she doesn't. Oh my God, bro.
Okay, but what if the leg was a rocket leg? Right? What if it was a rocket leg, and then she used? I hold up, guys.
yeah, kind of like
guys,
what's that Tarantino
guys, hold on.
movie with
I can,
Rose
dude.
McGowan
I can
with that leg?
prototype this like literally
Death
right now.
Proof?
Hold on, give me like 1 second.
That could
Generate
work.
me an image of a pink-haired, super fat woman. She is missing a leg, but it has a rocket on it. Make her insanely obese, like a giant hippo. Bro. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we do that. Pop that in there. Let's get.
You know, I thought about trying out one of the AI things like Sora to see what but I don't feel, because I don't know, I'm like deciding against it, because I don't want to sit there and feel like I'm supporting AI. Like, I really don't like the idea of AI. Every once in a blue moon, you see something by AI that it's like, okay, that was kind of cool. But for the largest part, not really a fan. So I don't know if I'll ever see myself using it for anything, even if it's just a gag.
Our strong woman
There's
in
too many
there.
fake stuff out there already. I
wait a
don't want
second.
to add to
A
it.
post-apocalyptic jungle world after man, with robot wolves roaming the place. Character A
It's like the developers are
that woman
begging to have
with
people
a
make fun of
rocket
these
leg
characters. It's
that
like they
uses
really
the
want
rocket
anything
leg
out of,
to propel herself
some
forward
nihilism.
as she rolls around like a ball. She rolls around like a ball. She cannot walk. She just rolls. Okay, let's do that. Pop that. Oh my God, guys. I think the AI literally can't do it because the character's too unbelievable. I think the AI even knows, man. The AI knows. It knows it can't. Oh, wait. What if I just use Vidu? Hold on. What if I just use Vidu? I'll try one time. Hold on. Okay, guys. We'll keep watching and we'll see what we get.
Oh, you're just trying to check all the boxes. Wow. Diabetes? Yeah.
Infiltrators. Who hide in the dark.
The one thing I give them, at the very least, they didn't make another Horizon Zero Dawn game and continually ruin Aloy any further. So at least she's for now left alone. So take the wins as you get them.
Well, the girls are kind of hot.
Yeah, I agree.
They're cute.
Who shine in.
We can't even trust hair like this from people anymore, because all it is just one giant red flag right now, because bad faith individuals usually has hair like this or the other woman and spewing the most like degenerate thing possible. Free speech, sure, but it's just like it's like clearly signs, please do not engage with me, because I won't have a good faith conversation about anything. I just want to yell in your face or disrupt peace in some capacity to try to get me stand out as like a martyr or something if I get arrested or shot or whatever. It's like, can't be bothered to get over oneself. I'm pretty sure she's some type of self-insert for somebody behind the scenes.
Light upstarts.
Wait, what? Who is this? Oh my god.
They're doing the DreamWorks face?
Stories.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, actually. I was thinking the same thing. Caduce, thank you for the gift sub, by the way, Caduce. Thank you so much. I was thinking literally the same thing.
He's the goat? Yeah, he's the goat.
And legends. Looking for one last shot. The last line of defense.
Why is everybody fat? Why are they all fat? I don't understand this. It's an American studio.
True.
Last
That's true.
line of defense.
Why would anybody want to look at a fat person? This is so stupid. Why would you put a fat person in your game?
For those who need it most.
It's fine when it fits, basically, right? But we can all tell that it's not for that reason.
Made up of the greatest hunters in.
Oh my god. Gentlemen, I think we are looking at Concord 4.
What do you think, chap?
Oh, boy,
I think that this is indeed Concord 4.
The land. This
Jeez.
is Hunter's Gathering.
This looks so stupid. This looks so stupid. Hold on. Bro, this is so dumb. What a waste of credits, man. What a waste of fucking credits. Why am I stupid like this? What am I doing? 100. Oh my god, I just spent 300 credits on this.
Wow.
I should have used Sora, man. Fuck me.
Wow.
Stop
I
using
can't wait to
Gemini.
play
No, I'm not
this.
using Gemini. I'm using Vidu.
This is going to be such a good stream when this game eventually comes out if it doesn't get canceled. Oh my god. I feel like I'm watching an ice protest.
It does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Hunter's Gathering. Oh my. For contrast, here is this game versus Wuthering Waves. Oh jeez, guys.
I know.
I wonder which one people want to see.
Anime is just aesthetic. It's just better.
Oh man. Really tough one to decide there. And how are you so fat?
Man.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna just say it. Concord 4.
Oh my god. Man.
What are you doing, man? Concord 4. I don't. Is it 3? No. Marathon is 3.
You know the thing is, though?
It was Concord.
The thing is, though, is it's kind of the whole package, right? Because, like... Okay, hold on. Let's see what I've got. Wait, did she just fucking stomach slide? Oh my god, the fucking jet out of her ass. Bro, I can't. Because, like... Okay, hold on. Let's see what I've got. Wait, did she just fucking stomach slide? Oh my god, the fucking jet out of her ass. Bro, I can't. I like how she just face. It feels like Sony add like super fat characters to the game. The problem is we all know why they're doing it. That's the reason. Because reasons. That's why. People know. Guys, the problem is nobody... Okay. Look at this unit. He was fucking great. Yeah, big chongus, boy.
Sorry.
They don't trust them, basically. Right? That's the reason. Roadhog was a unit. Yeah, like people don't care. The problem is we all know why they're doing it. That's the reason. Because I mean, look at Roadhog. Nobody cares that they added Roadhog. Nobody cares about Rufus from Street Fighter. Nobody cares. People only care because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. That's why people know.
Yeah, as I mentioned with Choji, Roadhog, and Rufus from Street Fighter, perfect examples of heavy-set dudes. Nobody really raises. Sure, I mean everybody can crack a joke here and there too. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, the being fat is not the issue here. It's the fact that the signifier behind it. Back in the day, we could put like a fat character. It wouldn't be a big deal because creators back then around or behind the character know full well what kind of character they're building, how it's going to be presented to the masses, all that stuff. There was like some level of, I don't know if I use the word freedom, but there is like some organicness as to why they created a character like that compared to the other characters who's a little bit more fit. There was no question behind it because there was good intention behind it. There will be like a smart reason behind it, not just so you can win some social points. Yeah, it is. Like you look at Rufus, your brain doesn't scream red flag. But this woman right here screams like, oh, not only in fact you got the dyed hair and the loop earring. It's like it's like you just can't be just one thing. You gotta make sure like the awards ceremonies know you ticked all these boxes, even if it's pushed onto one character. You tick all the boxes so that way you can make what you want to make or whatever. But it's just you gotta have some level of standard. There's no standards with these new age creators.
They know they don't trust them basically, right? That's the reason. Roadhog was a unit. Yeah, like people don't care about that, right? Like freaking, have you guys seen Rufus from fucking Street Fighter, bro? I actually like Rufus too.
Excuse me.
Look at this guy.
Give me some popcorn. Hold on.
He become the most hated character, bro. I love him.
Like and subscribe.
He's great. He's like, dude, all of the people played him.
Trolled by cringe comments and dumb decisions.
Okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm just talking about the gameplay. Where's the gameplay? Look at this guy. Look at this unit. He was fucking great. Yeah, big Chongus boy. He has a big personality. Yeah, his entire personality is that he likes the Chinese.
And by the way, this is Street Fighter 4, one of my favorite Street Fighter games. They also had El Fuerte, a Mexican. Nobody said crap. There was no racist things about the character. The voice actor didn't have to make some kind of public statement denouncing, like, you're not true Street Fighter fans if you go after this. Like, no. Because there was goodwill. Nobody was forced to put in El Fuerte or Rufus. There was no mandate. That is the difference. So that way we can have a black Kingpin with Michael Clark Duncan because nobody forced to have a black Kingpin in the Daredevil film. That is the difference. That's what like a lot of us are upset about when it comes to our content. The games, the movies, the TV shows, the books, the comic books. It's just like filled with people who filled with characters who certain people with agendas kept pushing down our throats because they think they know better. And they try to indoctrinate your kids, whether you want to admit it or not. You know, games like Hunter Gatherers will be designed to push the narrative that if your kid sees a woman this big with colored hair, like it probably incentivizes them to make fun of them more, which probably is good for them. But they're trying to avoid like teaching kids like to go in with this, avoiding this certain stereotypes or what have you. Make sure that they learn early about body positivity instead of just letting kids be kids and tease people, because that's how we build character, not try to shield them from it.
His movies, like actually, that was his whole thing. It was that he just loves action movies and shit. He's a fucking nerd. Right, but okay, hold on. We got the new ones. Let's see 'em. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just like dragging along the ground, dude. Dude, look at it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so funny.
High guard, marathon.
Oh my god, it's so insensitive.
I'd play it. I don't know what you guys, but I'd play it. Dude, and if it had like Octodad physics, you know what I mean? Like it was like a physics game where like you had to control the fucking feet jets, and that was the whole game. It was like it was kind of hard to control it. Dude, it'd be a good game. I'd ship it, dude. I guarantee you that game would sell. I'm just being real. That game would sell. That game would make numbers. It definitely have more players than Concord for sure.
Horizon Hunters Gathering. This is Concord 4. Okay? Marathon is 3. This is Concord 4. Concord 4,000 pounds.
Am I posting on YouTube? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I guess so. And I don't even know what to say, guys. This is just really... Why does Jeff do this, man? Why does he...
This is one of the reasons why people are having such an issue with Jeff Keighley in these recent years. At least one of them. He's like one of those... I want to say, he's not industry plant. He's just more so like the get along gang. He ain't gonna ruffle his money train at all. So of course he's gonna put out stuff that deep down he knows this is gonna be dumb. This is not gonna make any money. And people are gonna have a major issue. And like with Ghost of Yote, won't probably get any type of awards.
This is insane. Sony, why are you like this? Nobody wants to look at a fat person. If you have fat people on the screen.
Fucking playable.
Green
Game is it'd
like
be so
you gotta
playable.
really ask yourself, why are they there? Why would anybody want to look at a fat person?
Playable.
Really? I think this is an interesting
Game
question.
of the year.
Why would anybody want to see? Unless you're making a joke about them being fat, nobody wants to see that.
AI generators.
It's
Neotonic,
disgusting.
thank you.
Like Roadhog? Yeah, Roadhog's all right.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, Roadhog's alright, right? Yeah.
Concord 4. I say that. I ask myself that every day. I know.
It's just
So
people
why
don't
can't
like it. People don't like when everybody knows why they're adding this. If you have a character that if you have a strong woman character, people don't really care, but people know the reason that you're adding it. They can tell, right? I'm not stupid.
Won't feel bad about themselves. Yeah, they can put unattractive fat women that are non-white in the video game so they can feel good about themselves. Bro, why did anybody... First of all, you might want to step away from promoting any video games for a little bit. Horizon meet Helldivers with Fortnite cartoony graphics. Third, what the fuck is that? Sony, what are you even doing?
people who do this kind of thing needs to be fired immediately.
Classic.
That is so messed up.
Oh my god. Wow. Solid
Holy
logic.
crap.
How do you do this? That's brutal. I know. The target audience, I guess so. And I understand the character design's criticism, but why are so many people complaining about the art style? It's basically arcane. Listen, if you see something like this, it's over. It is. It's over. Like, I don't know how... Like, why do people not get that? If you have a game... Like, this is... See, here, I'll go back and look at it again. I'm going to show you again.
Despite my nitpicky issues with Arcane Season 2, the one thing I gotta say throughout the entire series, the art is amazing. Do not dare compare this with Arcane. There's apples and oranges.
So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a difference here. This is not what people want. This is what people want.
True.
One more time. This is what people want. This isn't what people want. This.
And see, that's why some of them don't really care or try to, like with Marvel Rivals. There's a Chinese developer who created that, getting so much flack from these crazy people in America because, oh my god, it's like, you catering to the male gaze. It's like, because the male gaze ain't looking at you. Let's be real. Sorry, you feel like, rather than going to the gym or fixing yourself in some capacity, being more feminine, actually fixing yourself up to make you look feminine and not some kind of grotesque multi-haired thing. You ladies, it doesn't matter how you look, you have like some kind of thing for the female gaze all day long, because it's rules for thee, not for rules for me, not for thee kind of thing. It's just like you hate men or you don't care for men, so much that anything that's something naturally they are drawn to or something that they like, you have to butcher it in some kind of capacity, whether it's inserting uggos in your video games or remaking your good movies, or even if it's original movies. More often than not, you're trying to push, water down the looks of the actress, who often looks very good, in order to appeal, not even appeal. It's just like you're trying to ruin anything that gives men enjoyment. You ruin, I want to say all of you. I'm not talking about the good females out there. I'm talking about those like bad faith females who go into the video game industry or film, and be involved in like IPs that distinctly cater towards men in general. Of course, women can get involved too, but hyper specific stuff that is male centered. Like Star Trek Academy is a perfect example. Like that. I'm not saying the girls weren't into that stuff. Girls definitely written some Star Trek back in the day. Definitely some great actresses starred in Star Trek back in the day. But they all understood this was a boys' brand, and we operate as such. But have the time to make sure you have fleshed out characters, men and women alike. But now you got Starfleet Academy, people talking about safe spaces and who's hooking up with whom, looking like some 91210 crap, and half the cast is gay, barely see any white straight males. Continuity is all jacked up. It's just like yeah, crap. I'm just blanking on the word right now. It's just so irritating. I'm blanking on the word right now, but it's just like it's so disrespectful. It's not about equality anymore. Let's face it. It's about either getting even or just being better than men, or you're trying to put out into the world about men either being monsters or idiots, and having other girls soak that crap up by osmosis, even though they probably never had like a bad experience with men. They're gonna start assuming the worst because of some minute thing that was a big deal to you. Now you're gonna think, oh, it's gonna happen to me now because he did that thing. It's just like, the Eastern Bloc know what audience that they're trying to make sure they cater to. Not even just with the male gaze. Girls like looking at, hot women too. And they like to be able to dress in the kind of looks that appeals to them. a lot of these girls gonna be waiting to this is Weathering Waves, by the way. They're gonna want to dress like these female characters in future cons. But you're gonna strip that away, you end up hurting women, so-called feminists, gonna end up hurting other women because most women actually want to, dress and make, look beautiful, be feminine, wear reasonably sized clothes. Not being posers about it.
This is what people want. This isn't what people want. You understand now?
Doing.
Let me give you another tip. This sells and makes money. This doesn't sell and it doesn't make money.
It's true.
You get that?
Right, I'm feeling kind of snacky.
Write that down. Write that down. Send that to Sony. Send it to Sony.
Feeling kind of snacky.
One more time. That's the way it is. I am so happy that this game is coming out. I am going to have such a great, this is going to be content. I'm probably in the process because there's going to be at least 5 videos I can make about this game coming out and being garbage. And then there's going to be at least 2 videos that I can make about the game actually being out and being garbage. And one of them also of me playing the game and it being garbage.
If you like well-written, strong female characters, read Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Vin is legit my favorite female character.
Sad part, we had plenty of examples of good female representation. But people nowadays are in these certain spaces and are fearful, are getting their bosses afraid of them, like that VO lady about who's voicing the new character in Overwatch, putting Blizzard on blast, causing them to backpedal like punks, and instead of firing a girl and replacing her quickly with another woman who will be a lot more appreciative, they are afraid of these people. All because their little community, who's a very small community, mind you, will be all on Twitter and causing such a ruckus that you can ride that wave. Because it's your business. You do what you want with it, for the most part. You stop listening to people. Same thing with the Hollywood studios or book publishers. Stop listening to these fools because they don't know what the heck they're talking about. They barely get tell you what is a woman, but you're listening to people like that, and because of that, you are tanking your business hard before the year is even out.
There's a lot of good female characters in anime and stuff, right? And not all of them have to be freaking, buff as fuck.
1 second here. All right.
Actually be really, really good. Yeah. And even the ones that are good, the strong, the female characters that are interesting to me are the ones that...
Oh, Ellie from Borderlands. Another good example of a heavyset woman, but it got more to her beyond just, she's supposed to be a representation of a particular thing. No, she's a funny character who don't let her weight define her, which is the healthy way to live, and still being an overall badass. Great example. Ellie, Rufus, Ellie from Borderlands, Rufus from Street Fighter, Roadhog from Overwatch. Good examples of video game characters that are heavyset, but don't let that be their entire identity. not be used as like mouthpieces for political statements.
They're strong while recognizing their limitations. It's a lot more believable, right?
And then there's going to be at least 2 or 3 videos after it coming out, and that's whenever the game's failing and the studio gets shut down and people get fired, and I get videos out. So this is, honestly, guys, like, I'm going to get more content out of this game than I will out of the second Elden Ring, whenever the hell that
It's not even really about being a finesse fighter. Like, their ability has to be believable, right? It has to be a believable ability, not like they're just magically super overpowered.
comes out. Yeah, like, I'm thinking big picture here, okay? Like, we're not thinking about today. I'm thinking about the next 3 months. This is incredible. I'm excited. But any takes a part of the soul right for it? No, I love this. Farm it. Yes, look at the stills. There's 2 heads and 3 arms sometimes. Well, I don't know about that. Concord 4. It really is.
And Conqueror has turned into like the like it's pretty much like the F-bomb pretty much. It just turns to a naughty word, just like the word woke. Now it's such a naughty word where it's like people wanted to kind of stay away from it altogether.
There soon they will all come home. Concord 4, the fattening. That's right,
Man.
guys. It's just embarrassing, but there it is. Industry plant, not view butter. Fucking base.
I just find looking
Look at
for
this
female
fat
characters that
piece.
aren't a bitch.
Who wants to look at this?
I wouldn't be surprised that pulling a Concord will be used as like a negative connotation for future games, like, and developers. Don't you pull a Concord on me? Let's not turn our game into a Concord, okay? It's just like, yeah, it's now like the game is so bad it's now turned to a bad word. That's how bad things like something like that has gotten. Where you're so bad, your title is gonna be used for like a swear word, pretty much.
Oh my god. Actually, to be fair, there are some guys that want to look at this.
Tattoos,
but,
course.
this is comically bad. I hate Western game devs. They are all going home. Guys.
The other thing too, one other factor is, and this goes for all media, all media and all sorts of things is, okay, so when you're making something, right, and you want it to be for a general audience, if it's for like your own personal audience, and like who really gives a fuck, you do whatever you want, right? Like, who cares? But if you're making something for a general audience, like your idea is, well, I want like a lot of gamers to be able to play it, right? You have to consider compounding niches. Do you guys understand this concept? So you have to make something like appealable to the most amount of people, and every niche that you add stacks in terms of their, like, you're reducing your player base like by each niche that you add. So like, for instance, right, if you wanted to make like a fat female character, right, like this, you would have to make her cool in other ways. Do you see what I mean? You can't just have her just be like, fat, disabled, pink hair. You can't make her like the fucking ults, right? Like, you can't make her like the Mr. Potato Head of like shit that people don't want. You have to compound it with things that people do want, right? So like, you would have to find ways that makes her appealing. Never go full retard. Exactly what Sailor says, right? And this doesn't just apply to like an individual character. This applies to like everything, like on a larger scale, right? When you make a game, you try not to go too crazy. You're like, okay, we're gonna do this thing. It's kind of weird. We don't think most people will like it, but then we're gonna add this other aspect that a lot of people do like, right? So then you kind of have to. It's a balance, right? The balance between what you want and then what is like desirable for people. So for instance, I tell you what, this character, let me give you a good example. Would this character matter if the roster was 80 people? Say there was 80 characters and say like 70 of them were like super hot, like typically like hot, like what people would like to play, typically cool. And you had this one character in there that was like that, people wouldn't care. They wouldn't care that much. It's again, it has to be about a balance between what people like and what people don't really like, but then it's like something interesting. Mm-hmm.
They're all going home. They're all going back to McDonald's. It's over. They might not know it yet, but it's all over. And I'm happy to see this.
It's about understanding your target audience.
Is Sony being tone deaf with the New Horizon game?
Thank you.
Nobody wants this. It's going to massively fail. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I mean, this is really where things are going to go.
To be fair, Roadhog was in the original Overwatch roster. Who was in the original Overwatch roster? Overwatch Day 1 roster. Right? Let's like take a look here. I mean, even there was 15 of them. And like almost all of them look cool.
Right now happens to be the perfect time to
Great. Now, see, this, as I mentioned, because I played a lot of Overwatch back in the day, and I often mention on my streams that this could easily be a TV show. Don't feel that confident nowadays because of all the crap that's been injected into this game. But in Overwatch 1, this was the game. This was the Marvel Rivals of the time, our original IP. And you have, all these characters, each from a different nationality, that made it so interesting. And their dynamic, they work off each other. Sure, you can have somebody with, like, prosthetic limbs. You got something like, I forgot this character's name. You got like tons of feminine characters. Now, of course, I think there was like a rapid change, not along with reducing Trace's butt size, but also giving her like a lesbian relationship. Early signs that we didn't necessarily see yet that clearly they need to have trying to disrupt the male gaze at any capacity. Reduce her butt size so they got nothing to look at, and give her a lesbian relationship so they have no hope of even fantasizing about this chick, knowing the full well that like that she'll never be into kind of thing. It's insidious. You just can't have guys to have nice things at all. But at the time we had like Mercy, Farah, Widowmaker, Myra or Maya. Look at their, body builds. Look at all these females' body builds. Reasonable, expected, and, awesome designs. But then introducing other characters, like, as fun as, like, her accent is, like, Junker Queen, it's like you already got, like, Zarya, who's all like a Russian bodybuilder, but no, like you gotta have like you look at the new roster right now, it's been like tons of different females, and then it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 new guy characters. I can't be 100%. It's been a while, but it's just like. They make Jesse McCree. I don't think they made him gay. No, he's not gay. I'm sorry, because he's in a relationship with used to be in a relationship with Ash, but I'm thinking like Soldier 76 was for some reason is not on here, but yeah, he's in some kind of I don't know if he was gay or bisexual. But either way, it's just like can't have nothing. Nowadays, these females would have more masculine clothes on, so you can barely see their curves. Because looking at this will cause guys to goon. Can't have that.
The original roster, right? They all look cool, like actually, and like even with Roadhog, right? The rest of him looks kind of cool. Like he's got the kind of like scrap punk look to him. He's just fat. Right, whereas like the other girls, like there's nothing appealing about her at all. There's like too much shit, right? That's what I mean. May? Oh yeah, May's not even in here. I like May. Yeah, May is see, but the thing is May is cool in other ways, right? Like if you look at May, like she's like she has a lot of things that are appealing about her, right? And this is kind of the point I'm making. The point I'm trying to make here is that there are a lot of
May is just like the thickest you could make a woman in a video game and not be an issue. Not that giant boulder in that hunter's game. This is like a reasonable expected. This is like a best of both worlds, honestly, because the crazy leftists get to have their body positivity, quote unquote, by giving her some features, and everybody else gets to enjoy a hot woman without it being like a thing. But no, can't have that because, they have to win in everything. They have to get that way with everything. So, of course, they will probably love nothing more than just to alternate May in some kind of way to make her more frumpy looking, unappealing looking. Pretty much forcing people not to buy your games because they got nothing to draw them in with. It's
a lot of factors here, right? First off, the level of like fat that she is not like very high, right? Like she's obviously kind of like, on the chubbier side, but it's not like a fucking ball. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not crazy levels, right? And then she has other things that are cool, like, oh, like look at that cool robot. She's got like a fucking gun, like that looks sick, right? And then like her whole aesthetic is really cool, like it's cute, right? Like, even her outfit is cute, despite that, right? Like it's got this cute like kind of like snow outfit. She's got the tights underneath. Like she actually looks cute in other ways, and that's what I mean. Is it's like it's a balance, right? It's a give and take, right? Where you encounter a problem is when the game dev says like fuck it, just like all over the screen, right? They just don't even care. They just do whatever they want without even considering the aesthetics of it at all, right? Exactly. Yeah.
They don't want to try. That's pretty much it for a Leaflit thing. They don't want to try. It's a simple fix. And of course, even if you do feel, because like Blizzard tried to, go the route the same way Marvel Rivals did and put in like appealing characters, female characters. But then you get some crazy woman with red hair who's very new to the industry, who should be a lot more grateful and not overstep her boundaries when it comes to essentially her boss. And instead of listening to you, they chose often not end up choosing to listen to these people and taking their businesses instead of standing on your business, grow some balls and tell these people like, this is my business. I built it with trusted individuals from the ground up with our blood, sweat, and tears. We hired you for do a particular job. I do not care about your personal beliefs. You leave that at the door when you come working here. I expect you to voice act for this hot character that my team created, which you have no involvement in. So how about you have some self-respect, or at least respect this cornerstone that I'm inviting you in, and you move you move like you actually want to be here, and you want to be a part of this and not take it over. That's what a lot of these people, ballpark pretty much, is the sentiment. But it's like, stand up to these people. I don't care if they on like social media giving like, oh this is so insensitive. It's like, this is what we work so hard to get here in order to like be talked to like this. It's like, and then try to sue. I'm pretty sure there's contracts and they will win. But it's like, you need to stand up to these people, make an example out of them from time to time, so that way people will have the presence of mind. You're not the one to be trifled with. The Twitter wave will eventually pass. Their little anger will eventually pass. There will be something else for them to be marching on college campuses for within a week. There's always going to be something. But anyway, I'm curious to know what you guys think. I will see you guys later. You guys have a good night. Take care. Or leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of all this stuff, because we can't escape it. We can't have nothing now. It's like, it's simple stuff. This needs to be stamped out. Let's be honest. It's like even people who are moderate are, and enjoys video games are getting sick and tired of this same old stuff. Even certain gay people are getting sick and tired of this kind of stuff. You can't. Video games supposed to be for the broader audience, not for hyper specific niche people. Duh. If they want to get in, along with that particular game, by all means, welcome. But don't try to take it over or inject your little trivial little suggestions. They ain't going nowhere. They need to learn some freaking respect. They ain't got none. They think they on the right side of history, so they can just act the way they want or complain about whatever they want. Is nonsense. All of it is nonsense. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.